The name of this game is called Decorate a Cookie. It is for grade levels K through 2. The purpose of this activity is to introduce the proper underhand throwing skill that the students would eventually need in a game of cornhole. The skill cues for this game for underhand tossing is the students will face their target, step with their opposite foot from their throwing arm, bring their arm back like you're bowling, and then swing their arm forward to the sky and release the beanbag or whatever the object is that they're throwing. The materials needed for this game are hula hoops, cones, and beanbags or yarn balls, whichever you prefer. So the setup, you will have cones that will be placed equally apart from each other at one end of the gym to designate 7 starting lines, or depending on however many students you have in the class. Place 3 beanbags in front of each cone, and then a hula hoop 1 foot from the half court line on the other side. So for this game, the teacher is going to need to tell the students that he or she needs their help. They've started to make cookies in the oven, but forgot to put toppings on them. If the students look to the other end, they'll see the cookies baking in the oven and see no toppings. The teacher can then ask the students what kind of toppings they like. Then they'll tell the students that there are toppings in front of the cone, which are the beanbags, and will ask for the students to help him or her decorate the cookies by underhand throwing the toppings on top of the cookie, which is where the beanbags land in the hoop. So you'll have three students that stand behind one cone in a line. On the signal, the first person will grab a beanbag, which is a topping, run to the opening of the oven, which is the half court line, stop, and underhand toss the beanbag towards the cookie. The first person will then run back, high-five the next student in line who will repeat the activity. The first student goes to the back of the line. After every student has had a turn, they are to run in one place or sit down, whichever you prefer. The teacher will check to see if all toppings made it on the cookie. If they did, the teacher will push it farther back into the oven. If they missed any, their cookie stays in the same spot. This is a great and creative way to engage the students in learning to throw the underhand toss. So at the end of this game, the teacher will need to review the activity and the skill cues that were involved. They will also need to ask questions to ensure that the kids were listening and learning throughout the activity.